so let's get started. My face is clean. I've already moisturized. I'm gonna go in with primer using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Radiant Primer. This primer is not really for pores. It just makes your skin feel really radiant, luminous, and glowy. I'm going to be pressing this in my skin. Make sure to press it and then you can rub. Using my clean fingers, we will be working this all over our face. For extra hydration, I will be spraying my MAC Fix Plus. This spray makes you feel so hydrated and I really love it. I'm going to let this dry and then we will be working on our eyes. To prime my eyelids, I will be using this corrector by BITCH Slap Cosmetics. I'm going to be pressing this all over my eyelids. This is a light color, which is going to bring out your colors more. I'm going to be blending this all over my lid, making sure to get also my inner corners because for some reason my eyes are always dark. So we want to really just brighten them up, and this is going to work really good to make your colors pop because it's kind of like white. To set our cream, I'm going to be using the MAC Emphasize powder and the Anastasia Banana one, and I'm using a Sigma tapered F35 brush to set it because you want to set it so that your eyeshadows can run smoothly and nothing creases in your eyelids. Our first shadow that we're going to be using is Copper Ring by MAC, and I will be going over my crease using my Sigma E40 brush. This brush works amazing to blend out your colors. You want to do rainbow motions, little circles, just blend this all over. It doesn't have to be really perfect. You just want to get that color nice and really well blended. What I am doing, I am adding color little by little and putting it to my liking, maybe a little bit more because once you blend, you sort of diffuse the color. So I'm just adding a little bit more color right over here, just making it a little bit more darker because I do want the copper color to stand out a bit, but not as much because I'm kind of sort of using this like a transition color. It has a little bit of shimmer, so it's going to help you blend. So just keep adding to your liking. Using this favorite palette of mine, I'm going to be taking this color, Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek, and Beaches and Cream, as you can see right over here. This is Peach Smoothie. I love it. You can see I've hit pan. I really love this shadow. And I'm going to be using a Sedona lace brush in the number 935, I believe. What is this? Yes, no, 954. And I'm going to be patting this all over my eyelid and then carving out my crease. So pat, 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 and then shape, shape, shape. Make sure you do the same thing to the other eye. You tap it. This falls out a lot of excess powder because it's pretty pigmented. So that's why you want to tap first so that you don't get as much fallout. And then I'm going to carve out my crease. I mix the colors, the Peach Smoothie and the Beaches and Cream, and then I'm just blending it out with my brush just to make sure it's nice and blended. I'm going to be using this color also by Makeup Geek in the color Chickadee. This is a pretty color. I love it. I'm going to be putting that on top of Copper Ring and using the same Sigma E40 brush to just blend that out. This look is so easy. All I've used are two brushes, the Sedona shading brush and this fluffy brush. You want to blend it out. When you start blending, like I say, you start diffusing color. So once you blend, you also want to add more of the eyelid color. For eyeliner, I will be using the NYC liquid eyeliner, and for mascara, the Josie Maran Argan mascara. And I did it off camera because it was going to take us forever. I'm just coating my lashes, prepping them for eyelashes. These are the eyelashes I will be using, the Ardell Wispy ones. And with the magic of editing, we are all set. And now time to work on our face. This is the Becca foundation and the Maybelline Fit Me foundation that I will be using today. I'm going to be mixing also a little bit of Argan Oil Luminizer by Josie Maran. You have to have this sort of mix. Mixing that all up, I love mixing foundations. It makes me feel like I'm doing my own foundation. I feel like a chemist when I do this. I'm going to be using my beauty blender. Just blend this all over our face. Dap, dap, dap. I love using beauty blenders because it just makes you not look cakey. Since it is damp, it soaks up all the excess product. So this is my favorite way to put on my foundation. Make sure to also go underneath your neck to just really blend that out, and you are nice and blended. I will be doing a little bit of color correcting using this salmon color by Sedona Lace. It is in their FG20 palette. Since I've had a long week, I have really bad under dark circles. I'm going to be blending this with my beauty blender underneath and just make sure that is nice and blended. You want to use a salmon color to really hide your dark circles. And I will be going in with my concealer. This is a Maybelline concealer. I barely have a little bit left over. I need to get another one as soon as possible, because this is the only concealer I've been using non-stop and I love it. It's a few shades lighter than my skin color because I use it to highlight. I'm going to be putting that a little bit on the bridge of my nose, my chin, my forehead, and a little bit on my cupid's bow as well, and just blend this out with your beauty blender. I really love using this also because it makes sure that you don't look cakey, and it soaks up any excess product that you don't need. So you can go really heavy on your concealer and yet the beauty blender will avoid you looking like a hot mess. So blend this all out and we will be speeding it up because it takes a little bit of time. To set my under eye concealer, I will be using these two shades, the MAC Emphasize and the Banana Powder by Anastasia, and my beauty blender because, like I said, it is damp, so it avoids me to be too powdery because it just soaks up the excess powder. And I'm just going to be putting this a little bit only where I set my concealer because I don't want to set it all over my face because I will be going in with a liquid highlighter, and I have to set my eye first because then I get creased up really easily. The liquid highlighter I will be using will be the Josie Maran Argan Oil, the Luminizer, and I'm putting this on the high points of my face, like on the high points of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my chin, a little bit on my forehead. I love doing this when I want to look extra glowy. This is a really good trick. I'm also putting this a little bit on my cheekbones to make sure that it's nice and blended. I will be using my beauty blender for this. For contouring, I will be using the Morphe M523 brush and this shade in the shade Shadester by MAC. And I'm just gonna be contouring on my cheeks a little bit, sculpting that there, and just really blend it upwards. I'm not gonna go too precise and detailed how to do this. I can do a separate video for that. It takes a little bit of time. Usually this side always takes me forever to do. You just want to blend that out. Don't make it too harsh. Blend it upwards, and yeah. Also make sure to get your sides, your temples, and I'm gonna also be putting a little bit on my chin and on my nose just because I want a sort of bronzy kind of look, not too harsh of a contour, but kind of bronzy. And I'm using just this kabuki brush to just blend it all out. Since I was a bit messy with my bronzer, I'm going to be cleaning it up using the MAC Emphasize powder and my beauty blender. I am not baking because I'm not going to let this bake on my face. I'm just going to be cleaning it up using my beauty blender, and then I will be brushing it off with a big fluffy brush. Power of editing, our eyebrows are done. I used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Chocolate, and we're going to be working on our blush. I'm using Sunbask by MAC and this Morphe E4 brush to just blush up our cheeks. I love this brush because it is synthetic. I don't like to use goat-haired brush when doing my blush. I just feel like the synthetic brush packs on the color a bit more. You want to blend that all out, and if you get a little bit too much, you can always just use a beauty blender to sort of soften it up a bit. On our under eyes, I'm going to be using the same colors I used on my eyes. This is Copper Ring, Peach Smoothie, and Chickadee. And this is just a regular brush. I'm not sure of the number of it. It doesn't have anything. I'm going to be using that to just really pack the color underneath there and just blending it out with a pencil brush. This looks really scary watching me do this. I feel like I'm going to poke out my eyes, but let's just move past that and get to blending. I'm adding a little bit of black as well to sort of darken it up a little bit and just blend, blend, blend. Using this Morphe M50 brush and the color Opal by Becca, I will be highlighting. Spraying with my Fix Plus just makes the highlight more intense. I'm going to be taking this color and putting it on my cheekbones. Now, only on my cheekbones, because on the top of my cheekbones, the high points, I will be using the color Champagne Pop by Becca. And I love doing this. I love mixing highlighters. I love mixing everything in makeup. You know, there's no rules in makeup, so you do you. Just blending this in the high points of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, the chin, and the forehead. I love the glowiness that this highlighter gives. And spraying it with Fix Plus just makes it 100 times better. I'm also going to be putting this on the inner corners of my eyes to just get a pop of color, a pop of glow, and also on my eyebrows. Not my brows, but the brow bone. Wiping off any powder on my lips, I'm going to be working in with this color. This is a MAC pencil in the color Magenta, and I didn't have a sharpener, so it was a little bit hard to put it on. But I like putting a lip pencil underneath my lipstick, especially because I'm going to be doing a bold lipstick. I don't like having any creasing, so a lip pencil really helps prevent that. So I'm going to be putting this all over my lips. The first lip option I'm going to be showing you is Dose of Colors Love Potion. This is a purplish Barbie pink color, and I absolutely love this color for spring, for summer. It really makes a statement, and I love how it has a little bit of blue undertones that makes your teeth look a little bit white and not yellow. So this is your first lip choice. You can also add a little bit of darkness. This is Vampira by Kat Von D, and I'm gonna be showing you a trick. Put this on the inner parts of the lips to sort of do like an ombre-ish and change the color up a bit. This just makes it a little bit more wearable and a little bit more like of a magenta purplish color. This is another option you have. Just dabbing that with my finger to blend it out. Spraying with MAC Fix Plus to set everything and make it nice and dewy and glowy. We have almost the completed look. I stayed with this color. I added a little bit of coral, and this is 1995 by Gerard Cosmetics in the color. No, this is Rose Hill actually. Rose Hill. Sorry, I get confused with 1995. This was one of Jaclyn Hill's lip glosses, and I like this color better. It just gives it more of a glowiness because of the gloss and more into the whole spring color since it is coral. So this is a final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and take care. Bye bye.